Hi yogis, my name is Inga. Welcome back to my channel and happy new year, or maybe welcome for the first time if you're new to my YouTube channel. So I've got a very active hamstring strengthening yoga practice for us today, and the reason for that is kind of to really bring more balance into our yoga practice when it comes to our hamstrings health and the back of our legs health. And so for yoga, especially when we do it a lot, year after year, maybe that's our main way of moving or keeping ourselves kind of fit, we tend to really stretch those muscles quite disproportionately compared to how much we strengthen them. And so for a sustainable practice, for our healthy body, we gotta keep those things balanced. And so for that reason, we are really gonna get to target the back of our thighs here to really strengthen them, and we will be needing a little help of our yoga block. In case you don't have that, maybe find a very chunky book, because we will be squeezing it between our heel and the bum, so something that won't bend, that will be firm enough for you to add that pressure from both ends. Another thing we will be using today is a little towel. So if you have wooden floors like I do here, we're going to be using that to kind of slide our feet on it. If you have carpet, I think it should kind of work if you, instead of using a towel, you can use a plastic bag so that there will not be a lot of friction for you to slide. So go ahead and get those things ready if you have them. And we are going to start our practice in a lying down position. Okay, so let's come down on our mats, rolling our back, our spine onto the ground, maybe stepping our feet closer towards us. And for a few moments, we close our eyes here. Rest your hands onto the belly. Let's take a few conscious breaths, mindful breaths. So we arrive to our practice from a place of awareness, from a place of slowing down, and from a place to really be here, not rushing, not approaching things with a get done attitude, because that's how we miss a lot of the process, a lot of the joy in the moments in between. So take a nice deep breath in here. Maybe a loud sigh out through the mouth. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Release your hands down by the sides of your feet almost. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Press your lower back into the ground, and then we start to lift the hips into our bridge pose. So tailbone, lower back, middle back, lift up, press down into the shoulders. But see if you can draw your front ribs back a little and target your glutes, the back of the legs, as you press through the heels down. So with a breath in now, slowly, mindfully take your spine down to the ground. And with the exhale, lift back up nice and slow, squeezing, waking up the back of the legs. Breathing in, we lower down gently. With the exhale, we lift up strongly, engaging the legs. Let's do 2 more like that. Lower down. Use your exhale to really feel it in the back of the legs. One more time. And we lift up. Beautiful. Stay there as you have your hips high. And then maybe take your fingers to point them up towards the ceiling. Elbows close to the sides of the body. Dig them down, so press into the floor. And again, front of the ribs draw down. You can tuck your tailbone even more. Maybe lift your toes up from the ground and the balls of the feet and really press into the heels, almost like you're drawing your heels into your shoulders. I'm starting to warm up into the cheeks here, so I'm sure you're starting to feel things too. We use the breath. One more inhale through the nose. exhale, very slowly release everything down to the ground. Draw your knees into the chest here. Give yourself a loving squeeze always. A practice led by breath. A practice led by love. So intuitively here, maybe you've already started to rock a little side to side. It's always nice. And if you'd like to open your knees out wide, push them away from you and then circle them back into the chest. Breathing in, we open wide. Exhale, circle back in. One more this direction. Pull it back in. We change sides. Push your knees away, then open them wide and circle back into the chest. Two more this direction. One more time. And bring them in. Nice. We rock forward into our tabletop position. So make a big swing. Walk your knees back. Find your tabletop. Beautiful. With a breath in, dropping the belly down. Find your cow pose. Lift the chest. Shoulders pull away. On the exhale, we round through the spine. Chin to chest. Tuck your tailbone under. Breath in. Belly down. We arch through the spine. Chest forward. Shoulders down. Exhale, round back up, pushing the earth away. One more like that. Drop the belly, lift the chest. On the exhale, we round up. We'll add a child's pose here. So with a breath in, same thing. Come into your cow pose. On the exhale, we round up into our cat. But this time, press the hips back into the heels, into your child's pose. Really keep pressing through the hands. And then breathing in, we come back up into our tabletop, then into our cow pose, arching. Exhale, round up into your cat, press back into your child's pose. One more time like that. We breathe in to arch and lift. Exhale, child's pose through that cat pose. Lovely. Come back into your neutral tabletop now. Make sure you have your block or your book handy within your hand's reach. Beautiful. You can curl the toes under to have more support and stability here. And we go ahead and straighten the right leg out behind us. Maybe enjoy a bit of a stretch here. So press that heel away from you. Feel it in the calf muscles. Hands are active. And when we're ready, we lean into the hands and glide that leg up parallel to the floor. The heel is kicking, the toes are spreading, flexing towards the ground. Take a nice breath in as you are. And with the exhale, bend through the knee, pulling the heel into your bum here. Breath in, we straighten that leg out. Exhale, curl the heel into the bum. Let's do 3 more. Really activate it. Slowly curl it in. 2 more. Pull it in. 1 more like that. Pull it in. And this time, you straighten it out and curl it back in. Stay here. Transfer your weight into that left hand. With the right hand, can you find your block? We'll be a bit bouncy here, so bear with me. But what we're trying to do here is to place that block in between the heel of your ankle and the back of your thigh. So maybe you need to come on your knees to get it there, or you can find it through that balance on the hand. When you have that, both hands back onto the ground, and we stay here in this really active hamstring curl. So spread the toes wide and press that heel into the bum. So you're really adding as much pressure as you can through that block. Notice if your lower back is collapsing here. Keep rounding that lower belly up into the spine. And just holding it here really isolates your hamstrings, keeps them engaged to keep working. Let's take another breath in. And exhale. Slowly release the knee down. Take the block out in front of you. Maybe wiggle out your hips side to side. We'll do all of that on the other leg. Curl the toes. Slide your left foot away, pressing the heel back. Enjoy a stretch for your calf muscles. Another breath in. And another breath out. We lean forward into the knee and the hands. Glide that leg up parallel to the ground, kicking through the heel, flexing the toes down. Really active. Beautiful. Take a breath in as you lengthen through that heel. On the exhale, slowly curl the heel to the bum. Feel it in your hamstrings. Breath in, slowly straighten the leg out. Exhale, curl it in. We'll do 3 more like that. Straighten, curl it in. 2 more. Curl it in nice and slow. 1 more time like that. Pull it in. And this time we straighten the leg, find that length, and curl it in to hold. So, block in the left hand. Make your way to place that block in between the heel and the back of your thigh into the glute. So it might take a bit of time to get it to stay there. It might be sliding around on this side. For me it is a little. So just take your time. And when you are ready, both hands to the ground, we hold here. That foot is really active, pressing into that block. So curling in, squeezing as tightly as you can. Keep drawing the belly button up. Soften the face, find some ease with your effort, with the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 more time. And exhale. Very nice. Release that knee down. Take the block out in front of you. Beautiful. Maybe wiggle out your hips, side to side. And when we are ready, we curl the toes into the ground and lift up into our first downward facing dog. So walk it out here. Take a few moments to say hello to the body through this pose. Where do you feel yourself here? Where is it nice to lean into? Very nice. From here, with a breath in, walk forward into your plank pose. On the exhale, back into your down dog. So you can add a bit of a wave through the knees, through the spine here as you keep rocking forward and then back to your down dog. Maybe a few more times. 1 more time. Back into your down dog. And this time we rock forward into our plank pose. Take your knees to the ground and press slowly into the floor, hugging the elbows in. Beautiful. We take our chest up from the ground into baby cobra. The hands are light against the floor, so feel the back body working. Shoulders pull away. Really engage your glutes. You can walk your feet a bit wider apart and then bring the heels together and start to curl the heels up towards the bum. Beautiful. So knees already might be lifted a little, and we'll pulse them higher up a few times. So go ahead, start to lift the heels, the bum up, and then lower down. Let's do 10 more. Lift, lower down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So at that top bit, you really feel that you keep curling the heels into the bum. 3, I believe. 2, 1, we hold at the top and you curl the heels more into the bum. Keep spreading the toes wide, pressing the heels. Knees are lifted. 1 more breath in. And exhale, release. Shake out your hips side to side. I'm really, really feeling it both in the glutes and the hamstrings, but they kind of work together, so it's okay that we feel the two. With a breath in, we come back into our baby cobra. Exhale, tabletop, and back into our downward facing dog. Whew. It's feeling tighter now to straighten the legs in the down dog after we contracted the muscles through the back of the legs. But that's good. So step your feet together here. With a breath in, right leg up slowly into the air. So even here you can really feel the back of the leg work, your glutes. On the exhale, slowly pull the knee into the chest, rock forward into your forward plank, and then step the foot through towards the hands. Beautiful. We go ahead and reach the arms up into high lunge. Really find your balance through that front foot. That will be your standing foot as we'll come into balance. So when you're ready now, start to lean your weight forward into that right foot and come into warrior three. So you might need to adjust. The standing knee can be a bit soft. The back leg is really engaging. The arms overhead, but if it's causing some unease for the lower back, you can take the hands into the chest, whatever works. But there's no bend at the hips, so really feel that the standing leg here is really engaging through the back thigh and lengthening at the same time. So take a nice breath in as you are. With the exhale, roll up to standing at the hip, pulling that left leg in, but stay standing on the right foot. So really squeeze the back of the leg as you lift up here. With the breath in, we slowly find that warrior three, sending the leg back, lowering the torso. Exhale, slowly pull in. Really feel it in the back of the leg. Let's do 3 more. Lean forward. Exhale, slowly in. Twice more. So that knee can stay soft. Exhale to lift up. It's okay if you wobble. 1 more time. And pull it in. Beautiful. You can release that foot to the ground for a moment, but then take your block. You're going to burn that leg a little bit more. And actually, we're going to burn that floating leg. So stay standing on your right foot. Take the left heel up and then place that block in between your left foot and your left bum. Again, play around to make that block stay there. And hands into the heart maybe this time. Again, hinge at the hip as you start to lower your torso down, lifting that leg high up. It's really sliding from you on the left side. Maybe it's wobbly for you too, so make it work, adjust. Leaning forward, so again, challenging the standing leg, but at the same time, we're asking that left hamstring side to really keep acting as well. Take another breath in, and on the exhale, roll up to standing, take the block, release the foot to the ground. Beautiful. With a breath in, now reach the arms overhead, press the block in between your palms. Exhale, start to bend at the hips, keeping your spine nice and long. Knees can soften, and we stop at halfway, making this upside L with our body. Keep reaching through the fingers. Knees are a bit soft, but lean forward into the balls of your feet. This should be challenging the back of the legs. And again, feel the difference, how we are asking the hamstrings to be active here compared to when we forward fold, usually quite quickly in our flows, our sun salutations. 1 more breath in, and on the exhale, now we fold. Release that block out in front of you. Beautiful. We step back into our downward facing dog. Walk through the knees, through the feet here. Release the back of the legs for a moment. And when you're ready, breath in, ripple into your plank pose, rounding through the spine. On the exhale, make your way to the ground, maybe keeping your knees up. If you'd like to challenge yourself to get down as slow as you can, all the way into the floor. Beautiful. This time, take your block again. And I hope this will work. I think it might be a bit tricky given the different proportions that we all are. Our beautiful bodies, always a bit different. But you take that block into your hands here. Widen the knees again, a little bit out. And then take your feet towards that block. And see if you can flex your feet. So curl the toes into the shins. And start to press that block again into the bum, in between the back of your ankles or your heels against the bum. The hands can be underneath your chest, your shoulders. Maybe again you lift up into that baby cobra a little bit. And then we will start to pulse, squeezing that block into the bums. So go ahead, lift up for 10, squeeze, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We hold at the top. Maybe take your hands into that block and see if you can add resistance. So you start to push that block against the heels. So the heels have to work, pressing in, engaging your hamstrings. We stay here. Another 2 breaths in. Keep pressing away. 1 last breath in. And exhale, release everything down. Rest your head maybe on a cheek. Release your hips side to side. Things are starting to cramp up a little for me, but in a good way, to feel the muscles that have a tendency to not be as engaged finally work. Take a breath in into your baby cobra, open up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out for a moment here, pedaling through the feet, pushing away from the hands. Go ahead and step your feet together now. With a breath in, left leg up to the sky, kick through the heel, keep it really active as you reach. Exhale, knee to chest, rock forward into your plank, and step that foot through towards the hands. Coming up into our high lunge, reach the arms up, take your time to feel really balanced into that front foot. Spread the toes, dig down through the heel, the big toe, and when you're ready, we make our way into warrior 3. Lean forward with the torso, glide the back leg up. Standing knee stays a bit soft, no bend at the hip, so make sure you're in a straight line, the back foot is kicking. Beautiful. Take another breath in here. And on the exhale, like a pendulum, draw yourself to stand, squeezing the standing leg. Stay standing on that left foot. Breath in, back into your warrior 3. Reach the arms, send the leg back. Exhale slowly, squeeze yourself up. We do 3 more, really controlling that movement. Pull it in. 2 more. And exhale. Last one. Slowly roll up, squeeze that standing leg, and then release the foot to the ground for a moment. Take your block again. We keep balancing on the left foot, so reground. And place the block in between your right heel, your right ankle, and that right bum. Activate your hamstrings, soften the standing knee, maybe hands into the heart, and when you're ready, lean forwards with your chest as you lift that back leg up, squeezing the heel really actively into the bum. Steady the breath. So obviously we're still really feeling it in the standing leg. Let's see if you can really feel it in that lifted leg, your hamstrings. Last breath in. And exhale. Slowly lift up. Release the foot, take your block. Shake out your legs, I'm sure you might need to. Let's take the block over our head like we did before. Nice breath in. And with the exhale, bending at the hips, you can soften the knees. Let's start to fold halfway down, stopping where your body is parallel to the ground. Knees are a bit soft. Keep reaching through the hands. Take another breath in. way down. Beautiful. We can squat down into a little ball. And here, option to either slide your mat back so that you don't have any mat in front of you here for your legs, or alternatively just go ahead and fold your mat almost halfway, so we will only have it underneath our torso. Take your towel or your plastic bag in case you are on a carpet. Fold it to be wide enough for your feet around hip distance apart. Beautiful. And when we are ready, we go ahead and lie down onto our mat. So take a moment, take your feet again into that bridge position, like you would naturally set yourself up. Press your lower back into the ground. You can, again, take your elbows, really press them to the sides of the body and into the ground, fingers point up, so you have your upper body be really stable and strong, supporting you here. Take a nice breath in. With the exhale, lift your hips up from the ground into your bridge pose. Now, can you lift the balls of your feet and the toes from the ground? So you will be really pressing down for your heels. Beautiful. We keep our hips high and engaged through the back of the legs here, but with a breath in now, straighten your legs out, sliding the heel, and exhale, curl them back in. And again, breathe in, slide the legs out, exhale, curl in. Breathe in, pull them in. Let's do 5 more. Pull in. 4 more, you've got this. 3 more. 2 more. I know you're feeling it. Last one. Curl it in. Can you stay there? Lift your hips a bit higher. Keep curling your heels towards you. 1 more breath in. And exhale. Release everything nice and slow into the ground. Beautiful. Close your eyes for a moment. Take one hand to your heart, one to the belly. Feel your heartbeat. Relax your face with a smile. Let your breathing regulate you. Nice. So go ahead and lift yourself up gently, just to put our mat back fully long, in case you rolled it up. And when you're ready, find your way back in a nice lying down position. Beautiful. You can straighten your legs out. And then taking the right knee into the chest, we give it a nice squeeze. Flex that foot, press the left leg down, rock a little side to side. And when we're ready, we kick that leg up towards the ceiling. Wherever it kind of stops, the knee can be a bit soft. You can use your hands, or maybe you keep feeling things actively and you don't use your hands, up to you. But keep kicking that heel, flexing the toes up, and using your hip flexors to pull it in, at the same time feeling the length through the back of the thigh here. Another breath in. And exhale, hug the knee back to your chest. And then swap sides, left knee in. We give ourselves a loving squeeze. A gentle rock, side to side. And when you're ready, really press that straight leg down into the ground, and we kick the left heel towards the ceiling, straightening the leg. Don't use your hands if you didn't do that on the other side, to really feel things actively. The back of the leg lengthening, the front of the leg engaging, pulling that leg up. Flex the toes closer towards your shin. One more breath in. And exhale, take that knee into the chest. Draw the other leg in. Nice. Feel the weight against your spine. Gently rock it out, side to side. And then let's find our happy baby. Knees out wide. Arms inside or hands inside, and then you kick your feet up towards the ceiling. Maybe the hands can come to hold onto the outer edges of the feet, or the ankles or the shins. Wherever it's comfortable, available, works for your body is a good place to be. Add a gentle rock side to side here. Playful energy. No agenda to get anywhere other than be here, feel your body. And if you'd like to, maybe kick that leg one at a time out to the side. Let yourself rock over. Maybe back to center, over to the other side. Let that movement, that stretch be soft, spacious, releasing instead of causing you more stress. A few times. And then back into your happy baby. Maybe kick your heels into the ceiling, really lots, curling the toes towards the shins. And with your hands, wherever they are holding, you're trying to press your feet or your legs down, your knees towards the ground, as the feet kick up towards the ceiling. So again, there's a bit of opposition through the hands into the feet, and from the feet into the hands. Last breath in, and go ahead, release, hug your knees into the chest, relax your inner thighs, and when we're ready, we roll over to the side of the body, make our way up into seated. Find your Sukhasana or any other position to be comfortable. Palms together in prayer, bowing the head down into our heart. We close our practice with 3 loving breaths in and out. So go ahead, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Twice more. Last one. Side out. Well done, everyone. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you soon. Please let me know how you found this practice, what you enjoyed, what felt difficult throughout, or maybe what you will feel in the next couple of days. Let me know if we really did what we tried to do here to feel and strengthen the back of the legs. So I look forward to hearing from you, and until our next practice together, lots of love.